I am so excited to get to share with you guys a little bit from my upcoming release, Authentically Izzy. Here we go. Now, things are written through epistolary format, so I'm going to kind of give you an idea of who's writing what. It's harder to read that way. From Izzy Edgewood to Penelope Edgewood, Luke Edgewood, her cousin siblings. Date, March 12th. Subject, I still know nothing. What am I doing? If Brody the Hobbit lives on the other side of the world, why am I encouraging any sort of anything with him? Whatever this anything may be. Why would I invest my emotions in a relationship in which one of the two of us would have to move away? He seems close to his family. I'm certainly and devotedly close to mine. It's ridiculous, really. Did I mention he lives on an island? On the other side of the world? That requires travel, usually flying. Why am I even concerned? I sound as if this is the right hobbit for me, when there's been no talk of romance between the two of us. I should stop writing him. But I can't wait for his responses, like Christmas morning every day. Oh, good grief, somebody slap me. I'm starting to sound like a Hallmark movie, and I only resort to those during certain times of the year. For sentimentality's sake, of course. Izzy. P.S. What do I want? This is a rhetorical question, so Luke, you are free not to answer. From Luke Edgewood to Izzy Edgewood, Penelope Edgewood. Date, March 12th. Subject, I still know everything. Izzy, slapping you doesn't help. I've tried, but maybe I should have used something more attention-grabbing than a toy fish. What you need is a deep breath and the right perspective. Distance isn't the key to a good relationship. Communication is. Communication leads to trust and then commitment, and then you have what you really need most for your future, regardless of how that looks or where it is, islands or not. It's sad when there have been so many mean girls and heartless guys in the world that we forget the worthwhile ones are still out there, probably as hopeful in finding the real thing as we are. Luke. P.S. Quote, no talk of romance? You do realize Heart to Heart is an online dating site, right? P.P.S. I won't even attempt to answer that rhetorical question. Text from Penelope to Luke and Izzy. Where is my brother and who have you replaced him with? Luke, the email you sent to Izzy was absolutely beautiful. Maybe we're both wiser in writing. Izzy. Luke, I'm in tears. Where did you gain such wisdom? Luke. Dr. Phil. Luke. Penny girl, you've never taken advantage of the depths of my personality. Now I'm off to field dress a deer while I watch the Bass Pro Fishing Show. Penelope. You're gross, Luke. Penelope. By the way, which one do we talk about to distract Izzy from hyperventilating? Bronte, sea urchins, or Chris Pine? I can't remember, but I know that one of those would cause me to hyperventilate, and it's not the artist or the fish. Luke. Penny girl, you're gross. Don't mention Bronte, particularly Wuthering Heights. We know how that impacts Izzy. Heart to Heart. Date, March 13th. Izzy. Some would say that speaking only when one has something to contribute is a sign of wisdom, which to my mind says a lot about you. Though the pressure of speaking in social settings can lead to the greatest of blunders from which no pun can save someone. Not that I speak from personal experience, of course. However, I will conclude that silence is only golden for so long within social settings before it descends into the depths of humiliation. Getting through those first few conversations, especially with a woman of interest, has always been my downfall, and I'm not certain why. I have an admirable command of the English language, or Cadric, but the world of small talk baffles me into a stupid state of mere muteness. For some reason, I believe your full name suits you much better than you realize, or at least the you I'm coming to know through this online medium. Perhaps you haven't grown into it yet, but I've always found the name Isabel pleasant, especially when spoken aloud. It has a lyrical quality to it, and the way you write, the wit and charm, fits well the name of Isabel Louisa Edgewood, I think. We have very few Isabels here. There are Fionas and Bridgets, Elaines and Brennas, Ericas and Ionas aplenty, but I don't know a single Isabel except you. And you are right. I am rich in treasures of the measureless sort. Blessed is the perfect word, though I shouldn't mind a bit more marketing knowledge to help with the family business. I am captivated by your great-grandmother's sentiment about knowing someone's soul first. I should think it would certainly help with small talk. In the same spirit in which you shared it, I feel this unique way of meeting provides a glimpse into the heart of someone without the distraction of in-personness, as you called it. Of course, we could be pretending. I'm not very good at pretending, though, and I would wager neither are you. But this is all conjecture from what I've learned about you through these notes thus far. I see no point in pretending, especially in this mode in which we communicate. To me, it lends itself to authenticity if one wishes it. I've researched your Blue Ridge Mountains, and they are lovely. I can't imagine seeing such layers of mountains. The Alnors are vast, but since the island is rather small, the mountains usually spill into the sea at some point. It appears that your weather is rather temperate than most northerly or Midwest locations in the U.S. Is that so? In reference to predictable lives, I would say that we are both stepping out into a very unpredictable adventure by corresponding, wouldn't you? And I'm quite pleased with this adventure thus far, even though my hobbitish nature raised a wary eye at first. Bookish friends are always worth an adventure, I think. What do you enjoy doing most in your occupation as a librarian? Brody. P.S. I never laugh at dragons, living or dead. P.P.S. May I call you Isabel?